Hello everybody, this is Crystal and I'm coming at you today with a short video about my leopard gecko Gilgamesh. Here are 5 things about Gilgamesh that you should know. I have him here in my lap, so I'm going to try to get him to come out. He's a rescue and he's kind of shy. So come on out, boy. The first fact, of course, is that his name is Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was a king. He was a Sumerian king, and he was looking for if I remember right, he was in the Epic of Gilgamesh, and he was looking for the Fountain of Youth or something like that. I'll have to add a link to the description box below about Gilgamesh. So my Gilgamesh, my Gilgamesh, I sometimes call him Jilly, just as a little nickname for the name Gilgamesh. So that's the first fact about my baby. Here he is. Now, there he is for the camera. Hey, baby. He's very cute. But like I said, he is a rescue and he's still learning things, so I'm not going to stress him out too badly. So if he comes up again, I'll let you see him, but I'm not going to stress him out. There are more videos and pictures of him on my Instagram, so you're free to check that out as well. The second fact about Gilgamesh is that he had pinworms. I had him tested, like I have all of my animals tested, and he came back with a pretty high load of pinworms. So sometimes in reptiles, a small amount of pinworms is necessary, but a high amount, that kind of freaked me out because the company I use, they normally just will email you the results, but they didn't even email me. They called me because it was so high. So that really had me worried. So after I had him tested, I've been treating him. He had his last dose of the medicine, Panicure, maybe a few days ago. And so after a few weeks, I will retest him to make sure that all of the pinworms are gone. So that's the second fact about Gilgamesh. The third is that I use a company called Perfect Pet Products, and they help me with all of my animals. Basically, they're a cheap way for you to get your reptiles and even your mammals like dogs and cats tested. Basically, you take a poop sample, you bag it up well, you mail it to them, and then they will test the poop and they will email you or call you with the results. And then from there, you can go from there to see how you can treat your animal. I've used it a lot. I use it with my bearded dragon Matilda. I've used it with my toads. I have friends who've used it for their dogs, so I will put their information in the description box below. Perfect Pet Products is a wonderful company, and if you have a lot of pets or if you're on a budget, they are perfect for getting your animal tested. So, and they're not just making up these results. They're not just saying, "Oh, the animal's okay," and then that, shipping it out. That doesn't work like that, because when Matilda had pinworms and coccidia, they let me know. When one of my toads was perfectly healthy, they let me know. When this leopard gecko had pinworms, they let me know. So it's not like they give you the same results all the time. They're not just making this up. They're a real company. And this man has been doing this, Dr. Hathaway, I believe. He's been doing this since the 80s. So, yeah. Anyway, the fourth fact about my baby Gilgamesh is that he has metabolic bone disease. And that is caused by a lack of proper husbandry and also a lack of proper calcium and a proper diet. When they have this, sometimes their limbs, or their jawbone, or their limbs, like their elbow and stuff, will look malformed. And, sometimes they will have a lack of appetite. They'll be lethargic. There'll be weakness in their limbs. They'll just be tired. Or sometimes they will even, break a bone. But my baby has metabolic bone disease. He's a Craigslist rescue. And I don't know if you can see this well, but come on, baby. His little elbow doesn't look right. It's more rounded than it ought to be. Yeah, I know, we're talking about his elbow doesn't look right. It's more rounded than it ought to be. And he walks kind of odd. It's kind of hard to get him to stay still because he's still getting used to me. So, yeah, his limbs kind of look kind of odd. And he also kind of walks strange. But that's okay. He's still living life. So as long as he has a good quality of life and he can still get around, I'll let him live out his life in peace. He's not to the point where I have to euthanize or anything like that. And the last fact about my baby Gilgamesh is that he has bitten me, and that is twice. The first time he bit me is when I was on the bus taking him home, and the place I got him from, they had like a cage, like a little plastic thing, And he was trying to get out of it, and he had gotten his neck caught. So I was trying to get him out of the situation he had gotten himself into. But he thought, I guess he thought I was trying to hurt him. So he turned around and bit me. And so that hurt like I don't know what. I mean, it bled and everything. They say it doesn't hurt, but it does. And the second time he got me is when I was on the sofa with him, and I thought my cats were sleeping, but they knew that I had him with me, so they woke up and decided to be annoying. And so he wasn't in any danger because I was sitting right there, but he didn't know that. So when the cat started like moving around my legs, he bit me, and that one wasn't as bad, but I guess he was afraid of the cats or whatever. So yeah, people who say that leopard gecko bites don't hurt, I don't know. Maybe their leopard gecko was just teasing them or just doing like a little nip. But when they bite full out, it can hurt and it can bleed. So yeah, just so you know. Anyway, those are the 5 facts about Gilgamesh, or Gilly for short, the leopard gecko. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll put the information about his name, a little bit of information about pinworms, some information about perfect pet products, and a little bit of information about metabolic bone disease. I'll put all that in the description box below. Please stream my music. Please check out my Instagram. And as always, have a great day.